Welcome to my channel. This is Mr. P once again. And today is the 12th of May, Mother's Day. Don't ask me how I know that. And this is just a secret between me and you. I know that because since this morning, my card, when they swap your card, when someone is shopping with your card, they send you a message on your phone, bling, 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 Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that's how I know. So, yes. And Happy Mother's Day. I take this opportunity to issue Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I also want to just highlight one thing very important. Mother's Day is not a God idea. This thing comes from the world. The Greek were celebrating Mother's Day because of the goddess. They have so many goddess, other gods they had, and they attribute prayer to them. And they create this Mother's Day. And there is also a lady called Anna Jervis or something in America who actually had a celebration, a memorial for a mother. And then, and she did that often for a mother. And then it became a culture in the tradition. And then one president later took that day and make it a national Mother's Day, And there was also a story when mothers lost their children at home. There were many wars in the past, so many wars, so mothers were motherless, and they created this Mother's Day to celebrate the loss of the mothers who lost their children. So some of you may be there alone, no one wishing you Happy Mother's Day, and you start thinking maybe you are less of a mother because you are so sold in this culture where they tell you a Mother's Day you must receive gift, you must swap a credit card, you must be pampered. No, you are a mother every day. We love you the first day we were born through you, through your womb. So be happy to be a mother, not because you are not validated as a mother by somebody calling you and wishing you a Mother's Day. You are validated as a mother, even if a child didn't come from your womb. If you adopted a child, let's say you adopted a child, your sibling died, you adopt the children, you can't give birth, you adopt kids, and you adopt out of love, you bring another child in your family. You are a mother. In fact, you are much more a mother. Jesus was raised by a stepfather. Stepfather Joseph raised Jesus, was a stepdad. So don't feel bad because no one calls you, but nonetheless, it's a Mother's Day because you are so sold into this culture. I take this opportunity to wish you Mother's Day. So I want to make another disclaimer. I'm with my son Andrew. He's just down here and doing his thing, doing Henry's thing. So if you start crying, you hear the noise, don't take that personal. That is my son. Okay, I can drop this video if you need my attention. Just pray for me. The story I want to share today is very funny, but it teaches so much. It blessed me when I read the story. I was going through this book and then I read this story. I just want to share with somebody. There was actually a store, a computer store in Indiana, in America, Indianapolis, that caught on fire in the morning somewhere, some days, years ago. So they called the firefighters to come and put the fire out. They arrive and they start killing the fire, or the fire, and they tried it and as the more they do, the fire was getting just bigger and bigger. So they actually make an announcement through the fire department to call other company in the neighborhood to come and help them. And the fire department did exactly that, and they called for help. And then among the people who came was also a small company, like a very low budget company, those like private company. They came, they were so fast, to respond to the call. As they arrived at the place where the fire, the building where the fire was taking place, they drove straight into the fire, go in, because the fire was killed outside, but it was still burning from inside. So they drove inside. And as they got out there, they removed the water hoses, and then they start killing the fire. They did it amazingly, and after a few hours, they end up killing the fire. After the fire died, it was, when they say you're receiving ovation from people, clapping, it was just a joy and celebration in the whole neighborhood for such a small company doing such a magnificent work. So the next day, the owner of the store called the owner of the store called the media and said he want to publicly thank the company that killed the fire. He wrote out a check of $10,000 to the company, and he gave it to the owner. The one was driving his own truck, just to tell you how small the company was. And as he gave the check, the now media called the owner on the side and say, now that you've received such a big check of $10,000, what is going to be the things you're going to do with this money? The guy says, you know what, as I leave here, I'm going straight to see my mechanic so that we can put new brakes on the trucks. Yeah, new brakes. The reason why they drove through, it was not bravery. They were not brave, which everybody thought, including the owner of the company. No, they were not that brave. They could not stop the truck, so they end up going through the fire and go into that inside of the building. But once they got inside, they told themselves, we may just as well try to kill the fire from inside since we're already in. And that's what they did, and they killed the fire, not knowing they will be rewarded. So when people heard that story, people were very shocked because everyone thought it was bravery. You know, they had no brakes. What is the moral of the story? You may be facing something that you got yourself in. Most of us were born through families, through race, ethnicity, wherever, country, parent, that we didn't choose. We just like that fire company just came out, boom, and got themselves in a situation. They never let the situation define them. They accept the situation they were in and they killed the fire. They didn't try to drive out and say, no, we missed the break. That's why we're here. Let's go out. No, they said, we're going to start it from in. Since we are in, we're going to make this situation, we're going to work for us. We're going to kill it from inside. They continue their job from the position they were in, and they end up on top of the game. So most of us, we are in this world. We didn't choose to be where we are. We may be born with some limitation, disability, from places where you are discriminated, whatever that may be. Please, the first reaction is to look for somebody to blame or to feel like you are a victim. It's wrong. You have to take whatever you are in, just like that those firefighters, work it from inside out. Do your best from the circumstances you are in. What about it may be a setup from God to put you exactly there? Because most of the fire we find ourselves in, they don't burn us. They actually take out of us the best, what we are made of. So you have to know, not all fires are meant to kill you. David was in fire, he killed Goliath. Joseph was in fire, he delivered the people, his family from anger. You understand? They came when there was an anger in the world, and they returned. He called them to Egypt, and then that's where the 12th tribe of Israel come from, because of one man. You understand? When you read throughout the Bible, many people got themselves in circumstances they never chose to be in, but they did the best out of them. There is a list that goes on. So you have to know, you too, you have circumstances you didn't choose. They choose you. Kill the fire from inside. Look for no one to blame. You can be a young man in university. You do not have pocket money like your friend. I'm telling you, use that floor to do push-ups if you can't afford the gym. But if there is a gym in that place, go to the gym, do workout, run. So not only you do not spend money sitting in a restaurant and trying to have this lavish style, but you're working on you. The best gift you can give yourself is to turn you into the best version of yourself. Go to the gym, run, read books. Yes, that can be your situation. Have good marks. You understand? If you are that kid in university with poor parents, you understand? If you're a single mother, the fact that you are a mother, do your best. Be the father sometimes, be the father and choose a right man to actually come in that child's life. Take that time to be disciplined. I lost a son, and I always say I'm going to talk about all the circumstances that surround his death and what happened. But his brother, younger brother, Jesse, him and I, we decided we're going to celebrate. In fact, it's Jesse who encouraged me. One day I sent to him, it's your brother's birthday, and he says, Dad, I'm going to remember him for the joy and the good time we had. I'm never going to remind myself the day he passed away. I'm never going to do that. I was very impressed, and we've adopted that. We always celebrate that day and look at that day as the life he lived, not he was supposed to live longer. We never focus on what could have been. And we have written books, that second one, third one coming out this second coming next month, third one coming before the end of the year, the Diary of CJ and Jesse. My message for sale is already out. And I'm married. I've got 2 more kids. So Jesse has got a sister, Alexia, and Andrew, a younger brother, is the one making noise here down on the floor. So you always do the best. I could have turned out to be a bump. I could have done drugs. I could have done all. I refuse to be labeled as somebody only who lost a child. I refuse to be known only by that identity. I fought through the darkest time. It's not the easiest thing to deal with. Don't try it at home. But I can tell you every single day, I look rather on what can I do with this situation, including this video to encourage somebody. You become sensitive when you've been through something. So stand up, dust off whatever that you think is the problem you are facing. You understand? You do not take this day to think of yourself less because you are a single mother. You do not think that way. You stand up and you do your best with your situation. You are a man out there, a single dad, the same way. Do not think you have become a loser. Society should not label you. Stand up and do your best. Continue life. Whatever it can be, you've been retrenched. There is a better job for you. You understand? You are an entrepreneur and you're going through difficult time. Welcome in the team. I tell you, I have an entire half of the book talking about those kind of things. So this is what I wanted to share today. Make the best out of the situation, just like those firefighters. They turned around the fire and killed it from inside. They never went in the fire because they were brave. They got themselves in the fire. This fire, either you got yourself in by mistake or it pulled you in. Just kill it from inside. God bless you. That's all I have for you on this Sunday. And I hope you share this video with somebody who think you may have a problem. And I always say, do not like my video unless you like yourself, because I don't see how you can like my videos when you don't like yourself. It's fake. I do not advise that. So if you like yourself and you like this video, then share it with somebody else who may need it, just like you've done so good to you. This is Mr. P. Time to go do my duty as a father. Andrew, I'm coming. Until such a time, remain blessed.